Hello everyone and welcome back to another CSS Battle Daily Target. Hopefully if you're watching this video and you watched yesterday's or you're watching these future videos, hopefully you're enjoying this format a little bit better. I feel like I can talk a little bit more clearly without having to think. So if anyone doesn't know, I'm currently recording this voiceover after the fact of doing the Daily Target. Just because before I was trying to talk and write the code and think and do it all at the same time. I wasn't giving myself time to, like, maybe some people might do the solution first and then come back and just kind of touch type as they talk maybe or something, but I was finding that quite difficult, so I thought this would be a better format for now. And if you're new or if you're subscribed, thank you very much for coming to watch this video. And if you are new, hopefully I can teach you something in this video. Either way, it'd be great if you were able to give the video a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content from myself. And I'll be doing these daily target videos, well, daily at the moment. And I've got some new things coming soon as well, so yes, click that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And gosh, I just realised what I'm doing with my thumb there, what I was thinking. Some weird things going on with my hands. It's weird watching myself. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, the playlist will be in the description below, so you can go in there and have a look at all the previous videos I've done as well. So yeah, again, if anyone doesn't know, this website is called cssbattle.dev, as you can see in the URL. It's quite a good website. It does kind of force you to maybe add bad habits to your CSS if you're trying to get the top score, because previously I was trying to reduce the amount of characters I use, reduce the amount of white space and everything. So I was creating bad habits, like not using pixels or view width or percentages on my height and width, things like that. I'd say that's definitely some bad habits you can pick up if you're a junior, but yeah, definitely try and from now on I'm trying to write good quality code that hopefully people watching can learn from. It's quite a good website. I'm thinking in the future I might do some videos on reviewing some other websites like this, where you kind of use games and things, which can be fun, to also learn code. I think it's a really great way to learn, especially as most people who code are also enjoy gaming. So yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting area to look at. But anyway, if we look at the solution we've got in front of us here, and I've just talked over it for now, but we have what looks like kind of two flat arrows, I guess, but the way I'm looking at it is a rectangle with a downwards facing triangle, and top left, and then bottom right is another opposite facing rectangle and triangle. So I've kind of split that up into the divs. I've created containers for both, so A and B is the containers, just so I can basically reuse. The reason I did this was with the B container, I believe I end up using a rotate on that, so I don't have to do all the different, basically repeat the code for the triangle or anything like that. I can just do a rotate on the B container as 180 degrees, so it faces the opposite way. I think some things I just try and do are just to reduce the amount of code maybe I use as well. Is always an interesting problem to solve in your head when you're looking at code. It's easy to repeat code a lot of the time, and it's always a nice challenge to try and reduce that amount of repeated code. Yeah, it's doing some funny shapes here. It took me a while to work this one out, what it was doing. It wasn't too difficult, this one. There's a lot more difficult ones on this website as well. If you guys go and have a look, they've got some other battles. So they do the daily targets, but they've also got some other crazy battles. Again, if you look at some of my previous videos, I've done like a Pokemon ball and some other things. And yeah, so the way you can do triangles as well, as you can see. So I did the downwards facing triangle first. So you have to have a height of 0 here. You got to look at it as borders then. So border top is the height of the downward facing triangle and the color. And then border left and right are kind of the width, I believe, but also what make the point of the triangle with the transparent, so you don't get like a solid block. Transparent makes it a triangle. That's quite an interesting one. But yeah, also if anyone is interested, the keyboard and mouse that I use. So the keyboard is a Keychron K3 with brown switches, and the mouse is a Logitech MX Master 2S. I know there is a newer 3S now, but still a great mouse and much more affordable in my opinion. The 3S is very expensive. So yeah, like I said, if anyone is interested, I have links down below to these on Amazon and some of the other things I use on my desk. Just a disclosure, they are Amazon affiliate links, so I do get a small commission from any purchases. So it doesn't change the price that you guys pay, but it helps me out. So thanks in advance to anyone that does decide to purchase using any of the links. And as you can see, we've got 100% match. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if you feel like you've learned something today, I really appreciate it if you could leave a like, subscribe, more CSS battles and some new things coming soon. Check out some of the other videos in the playlist, link in the description below. You can also find links to my socials, website and Amazon links down in the description. Thanks again for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.